Hey there, and welcome to episode 1 of the Local Marketing Lounge podcast. I'm Mike Carson. Let me tell you, I'm super excited to kick off our brand new podcast designed especially for local business growth. I'll cover digital marketing topics like websites, search engine optimization, social media, business development, and some leadership topics. I've also got a nice lineup of guests for future episodes where they'll share their experiences and knowledge. And in this first episode, we'll discuss some foundational marketing basics. Even if you're an experienced business owner, running through the basics is always a good refresher. But before we kick things off, I've got a favor to ask. You know that friend that runs the coolest ice cream shop in town? The barber who gives the freshest fades this side of the Mississippi? Or that super chill friend that fixes refrigerators? Everyone knows someone who owns a small business. Help me get the word out about our brand new podcast. Hit that subscribe button, click on the bell, spread the word on social media, and let's empower every local business entrepreneur we know to grow their businesses. Here's a link to our channel on the screen, and I've also put it in the description below. So buckle up, grab your notepads, and get ready to unlock the secrets of websites, Google business profiles, and social media, the holy trinity of online presence for local businesses. This is our first episode, and I'm excited to share my passion for helping local businesses like yours conquer the digital jungle and watch your profits bloom. Let's get on with the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, marketing mavens and business buffs, welcome to the pulse-pounding, strategy-packed hub of all things digital marketing and business growth. This is the Local Marketing Lounge. You're about to get the juiciest slices of marketing wisdom, straight from the trenches of the ever-evolving online battlefield. We'll be diving deep into the tantalizing world of digital marketing, unraveling the mysteries of SEO, and sprinkling in a dash of humor to keep those neurons firing. We're all about equipping you with the arsenal of knowledge to conquer your digital dominion, whether you're a startup wizard or a seasoned business sorcerer. Our goal is to empower you with the latest insights, trends, and strategies that'll make your competition quake in their boots. Let's learn, grow, and expand, and let's have a blast doing it. This is the Local Marketing Lounge, and here's your host, Mike Carson.
All right, first up, we're going to talk about the importance of your website. Imagine this. You own the most phenomenal taco joint in town, but if no one knows you exist, you might as well be serving up secret squirrel burritos in your basement. That's why having a rock-solid online presence is the difference between feast and famine for local businesses. All right, let's talk about your website. Your website is the granddaddy of your online empire. It's an asset that you own, that you control, and no one can take that away from you. If you build it on a platform that's owned by yourself, such as a self-hosted WordPress site, for example, that's one of our favorites. You own it. You own the data, everything. It doesn't matter if that company that's hosting your website, that you're like, say, Wix or Squarespace, any of those other self-hosted do-it-yourself platforms, if you're hosting on those, think about if they went out of business, guess who else is losing their website and could go out of business? You. So I'm a big fan of using self-hosted WordPress websites. Now, I know some of you get intimidated by the whole website thing, coding, servers, algorithms, all that. Hold your horses, because building your own website, it doesn't require a techie triathlon. There are platforms out there that are super easy to use. They're friendly. Your grandma could whip up a basic website on a lot of these. But like I said, our favorite is WordPress. It's a little bit more complicated, but it does the job a lot better than most when it's done right. The problem is most business owners, they have no clue how much their website matters regarding to their online marketing efforts. They don't understand that their website affects their online visibility, Google business profiles, Google ad quality scores, and the company's first impression on customers that are looking for their goods or services. So, what are the essentials that you need for a good website? Number one, everybody wants to start with making it look pretty. So let's talk about that first. It's something that should be visually appealing. No doubt. Everybody wants a pretty website. Everybody wants a good functioning website. But what does that actually look like? Think mouth-watering photos of your products, your services, videos, eye-catching graphics that reflect your brand's personality. Remember, a picture is worth 1,000 tacos. So make sure your visuals are enough to make your audience's stomachs rumble, okay? Canva.com is a great website for creating unique images for your website and social media accounts. Make sure everything is consistent and keeps in line with the brand messaging that you want to convey. All right, next up, clear communication. It's got to be crystal clear. What do you do? Is it clear what products and services you are offering? Who's your target customer? Are you speaking to those people? Where are you located? What areas do you specifically serve and not serve? Is all of that clear on your website? I deal with so many different business owners, and I look at their websites and I'm like, wow, where are you even located? I don't see how people find you when you don't even mention the city or town that you're in or the region that you serve. You know, are you serving in an entire county? Are you serving multiple cities? Or are you a hyper local restaurant that only serves that one community? So having clear communication on who your customers are you speaking to them, where you're located, what areas you serve, who you serve, is extremely important. And I think that's where 90% of all business owners just miss the mark on these basic things. No one likes wandering through an online maze. Make sure your website's easy to navigate, clear menus, informative descriptions, and easily accessible contact information. This is another area that everybody misses the mark on. If you don't have a schedule service button or, buy here, buy now buttons, or your phone number on your website all over the place, these should be sprinkled all throughout your entire website. From top to bottom and all throughout your content. Don't make people think. After all, we are dealing with a society right now of very low attention spans. So keep that in mind. All right. As I said, easy navigation. We've all been there, clicking through endless menus to find a stupid contact form. Make sure your customers don't have to work for it. Prioritize accessibility. Keep things simple. Ensure getting in touch with you is a real breeze, like I said. And remember, the faster they can reach you, the faster they can enjoy your awesomeness. Personality. This is another thing that everybody misses out on. Sprinkle a dash of your personality, what makes you unique, all through your website copy. Use witty copy, playful animations, anything that reflects your heart and soul of your business should be on your website. The videos are great. Videos are the best way for any business to convey who they are and what they do and their personality. And that's what people want to connect with. So you need that on your website so that people can connect with you. If you're doing it on social media, why wouldn't you do it on your website? So, all right, moving on. Expertise and experience matters. If you aren't showing your expertise and talking about your expertise and all the experience that you've garnered over the years building your business, why would a customer choose you over a competitor? What makes you unique? If you're not conveying those things on your website, it doesn't matter. Google loves experience and expertise so that you can be looked at as an authority figure. Your brand needs to be looked at as an authority figure in your area of expertise. And that's what's going to give you that authority when you write about those things on your website. You gotta realize you're not only putting information on the website for your customers, you're also putting it on your website for the machine, which is Google and Bing, search engines, right? So you've got to find a balance. And these search engines these days, they are definitely moving towards what humans want. So they're taking the psychology of the human brain and what matters to the human brain and what people are actually looking for and how they're analyzing different things. And they're trying to mimic that in their artificial intelligence that crawls the website and makes sense of your website. So if you're not clear and showing all of these different things and making it clear to Google and your customer, then you're not going to be found online. So these are extremely essential things to have throughout your content and throughout your website. So that wraps up the websites. Let's talk about the second really important basic thing, and that's your Google Business Profile. It used to be called Google My Business. They changed the name to Google Business Profiles now. They're free. If you don't know what they are, when you search for a business and on the right side there's a knowledge panel that pops up that has all the information of a business in that area, or you see the map pack, those 3 businesses when you're searching for, a service near you. It shows that 3-pack, and those are the map listings. Those are the Google Business Profiles that are tied to maps, and those are extremely important, and they do rank just like a website ranks. So let's turn up the volume on this search presence with Google Business Profiles. And how important it is to have those optimized along with your website. Remember, I told you your website directly affects your Google Business Profiles. Well, your Google Business Profile should reflect what's on your website. So your website is the foundation. Your Google Business Profile should be an extension of your website presence and reflect all of the same things. So what is involved in optimizing and getting your Google Business Profile? Obviously, you need to claim it or create it. If one already exists for your business and you're not managing it and it's showing you that you can claim it, you need to claim it. Google's going to verify you. They're going to make sure that you're the owner. Verification is key when claiming and creating a Google Business Profile because of all the spamminess out there on the net and lead gen companies and just downright people making a lot of Google Business Profiles that just should never have been made or approved or verified in the past. Google's cracking down on these big time. They want to vet the hell out of your business to make sure you're a real company. So verification is key. So they want to know that you're the real deal. Choose your verification method, whether it's postcard, phone call, video verification, or instant verification if you're really lucky. And remember, patience is a virtue, especially when it comes to snail mail with those postcards. Now, depending on what category of your business type that you're in, that will determine what type of verification that you will receive, whether it's video or phone call, things like that. Some are very instant. If Google already knows a lot about your company and you're creating it and you've been around for a while and it's in an industry that's not real spammy, you may be able to get it instantly verified. So those are just some things that you need to look out for. Now let's talk about actually optimizing your profile. Fill everything out that you possibly can. Make sure that everything is absolutely perfectly correct. Make sure your business hours are correct. Your business hours should also be reflected on your website because, again, like I said, your website affects your Google business profile. And if Google were to ever want to verify you, they're going to look at your website. They're going to look at other citations that you have and other business listings that you have on other websites such as Yelp, Manta, and any other listing type website. So you need to make sure that all this information matches. Make sure that your business name is exactly what your legal business name is, because you may have to provide Google with validation that your business is what it says it is, and that you're not just keyword stuffing or misrepresenting your business online in your Google business profile. So you need to make sure that all your products and services, photos are really big. Make sure that your logo's updated. Everything has to match your website. So consider this as you're building a clone of your website presence, your website. So categories are the number one ranking factor for a Google business profile. So you need to make sure that you are in the topmost category that you can get for what you do. For example, if you're an appliance repair company, for example, you need to select appliance repair services as your category. Whatever service you offer or products that you offer, your category should be a direct reflection of that. What business category does your business fall into? So make sure that you're in the proper category. You can also add subcategories to kind of drill down. So in the example of appliance repair services, you also may do refrigerator repair, washer repair, dryer repair services, and you can select those as subcategories because they all fall underneath the primary category, which is appliance repair services. So make sure that you've filled out the attributes. Make sure that you're filling out your description to use as much of that space as you possibly can, as many characters as that are allowed. Make sure that you're using all of the space that they allow. Make sure you connect your social profiles in there. Make sure that your service areas are listed if you're a service area business. You can also make sure that your service areas are, if you're a restaurant and you deliver to a certain service area, if you're a hybrid business like that. Ice cream shops, normally those don't deliver. So think of an ice cream shop as maybe just a standalone business. They don't deliver. They wouldn't have a service area, but they would have their town as the service area. So there's a lot of little tricks to go ahead and make sure that you're filling everything out. Make sure that you're doing posts, which we'll talk about here in just a second. Reviews. Make sure that you're sending people to write reviews about your business. This is really important. It is not a ranking factor of your Google business profile. However, reviews are super important for people looking at your business. They want to know who those happy customers are. They want to know who those not so happy customers are. If you get a negative review, and it's rare that most companies might get a review that's negative, at least good companies, and they freak out when they get a negative review. That's not so bad, because like when I'm shopping on Amazon and I'm looking for services that are local to me, I mean, think about I want to look at some of those negative reviews. I want to know what they did wrong. I want to look at the context and wonder, all right, is this person just being a Karen? What type of issue did that person have? And did the owner of the business respond appropriately? Did they actually handle the issue? And how did they handle the issue? So having negative reviews aren't bad. Just make sure you reply to them accordingly. If you reply like a jerk, then obviously that's going to be a reflection on you and your business. So make sure that you reply professionally. Make sure you thank people for their good reviews. Make sure that, you welcome them back. And just show appreciation. That's all I'm saying. So doing those types of things will definitely help your business convert more customers. Now, you can put special offers. You can put deals and, coupons, things like that. You can do promotions on your Google business profile. Make sure that you're using all of that space and options that are allowed. Depending on the business category you're in, you may have some different options, but make sure that you are actually using everything that you possibly can in your business profile to promote your business. Your posts, GBP posts, are your megaphone. Make sure that you share updates for events, new services, menu items. Think behind the scene peeks and sneak previews. Keep your audience engaged and coming back for more. Think about the person that's just stumbling upon your business. They know nothing about you, and they're trying to figure out, like, hey, is this a good place to go? Is this a good service to call? What would they like to see in order to make them call you or visit your location? All right. The last thing that I'm going to talk about, social media. This is where everybody is like all big on social media. So let's jump into this social media jungle. Now, don't be overwhelmed by the roar of likes and tweets. That doesn't matter as much. Think of social media as your virtual neighborhood block party, a place to connect with your customers, show off your personality, and win over some new fans. But just like you wouldn't show up to a block party in a bathrobe, choose the right platform for your business. You don't want to go everywhere and anywhere. Obviously, you need to go where your customers are. However, each one of these platforms have a very, very different approach to the customers that may be on each one of those platforms. They may be on those platforms for completely different reasons. Facebook is likely a friendly next door neighbor, perfect for sharing updates and events. On the other hand, Instagram, that's the fashionista down the street. It's all about stunning visuals and eye-catching stories, right? So then there's TikTok, the energetic rave club, throwing dance parties every 5 minutes. Each platform has its own vibe, so finding the one that resonates with your business is key. Now, what kind of content gets the party started? Nobody wants to listen to someone lecture about taxes on a block party, right? So don't do a sales pitch on TikTok for taxes. And if you are wanting to go on TikTok, you need to meet that crowd's expectations on that platform. So you need to change your messaging. You need to do some behind the scenes glimpses of your businesses in a funny, energetic, creative way. You may need to showcase some quirky personalities of your team. Run a hilarious guess the ingredient in our secret sauce contest if you're a restaurant. People connect with authenticity. So make sure that you're unique and you're authentic in your videos. And it's a lot of work doing it for all these different platforms. So just remember, each platform is going to have, even though the same people may be on a multitude of platforms, they may be there for different reasons, for different entertainment expectations, different, expectations of information that they're getting. So you need to meet them where they're at when it comes to that. So remember the power of community, respond to comments, answer questions, even host live Q&A sessions. That's huge. Once you start building up a following, you can do these live Q&A sessions. I've done this many times, and it's amazing when you're dealing and interacting with people and you're actually helping people. That's the biggest thing. Don't sell, just help. Offer advice. Tell them what your experience is, what your expertise is, and just share. Share what you know. You've learned all that you know from someone else, from multiple people. You know what? Do the same thing. Allow others to learn from you. I think that's the biggest thing that people miss out on when they're actually, creating videos and content on the web and all these social media platforms. So, of course, doing this on all these social media sites, it takes practice. Don't worry, there's a lot of social media management tools that make things a lot easier. Different platforms that'll post to multiple social media accounts all at once. So go out there, conquer your social media world. Remember, it's not about being the loudest voice, but it's about being the most genuine and engaging one. With a little guidance and a lot of personality, you're going to build an online fan club bigger than you ever thought that you'd have before. So just want to wrap this up. So there you have it, the essential tools that you need to build a killer online presence and attract more customers like moths to a flame. Creating a digital haven for your local business takes a lot of time and effort, like I said, and sprinkle in a little bit of digital marketing magic. That's why we're here, to guide you every step of the way and make sure that your online journey is a roaring success. If you have any questions or you want to high five a local business enthusiast, hit the comments in the section below, like and follow us. I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, if you're looking for the local marketing lounge, to a place you can interact better, head on over to Facebook, search for the Local Marketing Lounge podcast, and we've got a community there where you can engage and we'll answer questions. And I thank you for watching this first episode. Our next ones are going to be even better, and I've got a lot of guests coming on, so stay tuned, and I'll see you next time.